This is Audacity TV, and we got Taz Li in the house.
Yes, sir. Leak gang. You already know that shit.
What's going on with you, man? How you feeling? How you been doing?
I'm good, man. I just been working in the studio, going hard. You feel me? Grinding. You know what I mean?
I see you mixing up. You got the Fanta on deck here?
Yes, sir.
What's good with that? You sipping scissor?
Nah, not no more. I'm off the lean, man. Shit had me bloated, really fat. You know what I mean? Trying to
So
work
you're
on
used
my
to sipping
figure.
lean.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on my figure now.
You got the Gucci belly for a while?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was bad.
A little lean belly.
Yeah, it was bad. You watching the old videos, you know. I used to be a chubby boy.
I don't think you look bad in those, man. But yeah, you look a little more fit now. But so you just been in the studio working. I see you got the ice flexing. You think what to you is important as a rapper? Like, you know, we try to balance whether like the image and the sound. Like, I personally like you a lot because of your sound. I think you sound really good on Long Island. I think you're one of the top sounding guys.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
I don't see as much antics from you. You're a more low key type of guy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's no reason to do all that. You know what I mean? Just make good music. You feel me? People don't
Let
like
the work speak for itself type shit.
Yeah, for sure.
I like when I hear your music, man. I mean, I like your bars. Definitely, I can't really compare them to anyone on like the island or anything. I think what stands out to me the most with your music is just your melodies. I feel like your melodies are always usually on point. Now, when you're in the studio, do you do the melody first? What's it like, man? Put me in the picture.
For me, it's really just like, you know what I mean, find the beat, vibe out with the beat, and like I just let the beat tell me what to do. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the times, like guys be fighting the beat. You know what I mean? They be.
What do you mean by fighting the beat?
Like you focus too much on this melody that's in your head, trying to get it out, that you're not even focusing that the beat got a melody. You know what I mean? The beat got a flow that you could follow, a pocket that you could get into, and if you find that, the music is gonna sound good because, you know what I mean? Everything goes together. It's corresponding with each other. I always been in my crib messing around with like microphones and beats and all that stuff. Like I always did that. Like my dad had a studio when I was a young kid, and like I used to always see him doing that shit. So
what did your dad do?
My dad not in my life no more. But when I was a young kid, like my only memories of him was in the studio. You know what I mean? So
that's dope.
That like followed me.
He was a musician as well.
Yeah, he was. Like a rapper.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's dope, man.
Hell yeah.
So we got into the sound a little bit. Big autotune guy, but you have a distinct sound on Long Island. I think you separate yourself from the pack. What other Long Island guys would you put yourself up there with, or would you say you like?
I just, you know, all my guys. You know what I mean? Like I really like I pride myself on, you know, knowing everybody and trying to be in tune with everybody that's really working and grinding. You know what I mean? Like
I see that in a lot of your videos. I see like, you know, I saw Rabs in one of your videos. Passport, I think was from like the two that I saw. So like clearly you're building a friendship with the guys that are, you know, Long Island artists as well.
Yeah, what do you think about Passport General?
Yeah, that's my brother. Like when I was in like the 3rd grade, I want to say, probably younger than that, kindergarten. Like I lived in his like downstairs. Like you see how you got this downstairs?
Yeah.
Like it was separated from his crib.
Right.
He lived upstairs, and I literally was a tenant. And like he used to walk me to school. He used to walk me to
big brother shit.
Yeah, he used to walk me to kindergarten and shit. And you know, as I started rapping, you know, like we moved away, and like music brought us back together. You know what I mean? Like he was a rapper, always active in the scene, and I was a young guy. Like I said, always recording in my house. But I knew who all the rappers was. Like I knew I could still name a bunch of rappers from back in the day, like before it was this new wave. Like, but because I was always studying Long Island, like that's just I knew like I wanted.
So you were studying Long Island rappers prior to you even rapping?
Yeah, because like I said, my dad was a rapper. So like I used to always be trying to like chase him down in a way, like you know what I mean.
Now that you have, you know, you've been acclimated to the Long Island culture, people know you, people know your name.
Yeah.
You don't think there's one person or two people in particular, let's say, that stand out to you as like a lot of people say like Drama Relax or Polo Hayes. Yeah. You know, there are a lot of top choices for people like.
Yeah, I feel like they're doing big stuff.
Is that what you're trying to do? You're trying to get signed ultimately, or?
You know, I'm not looking for that because, like, you know, when you go chasing stuff, you usually don't really work out. I just like things to happen naturally. And, you know, with me being in the studio every day and grinding every day, like, it's a lot of people coming in and saying they can help me and do things for me. And, you know, I appreciate all of that. You know what I mean? And that's dope. But, you know, I'm not going out of my way to get signed to nobody and end up, you know what I mean, fucked up down the line or nothing. You know what I mean? I'd rather just do it how I'm doing it, continue to gain traction that way.
How important is the image to you? Just like looking like, I see you got the ice, you got a couple of diamond necklaces, you got the bust down.
Yeah.
So that's definitely an important factor.
For sure. You know, this is just me though. Like, even when I was like a skateboarder, like I always used to try to have like the best skateboard clothes and shit like that because I felt like it made me skate better.
And what town did you come up in?
I grew up all around Long Island. I'll be honest with you. Like, I moved around a lot as a kid. Like,
right.
Up until like 6th, 7th grade, like I had a new school every year.
Damn.
But,
so you moved around a lot.
Yeah, but like I finally settled down in Lindenhurst, but I got expelled from the high school in 10th grade, and I moved to Mastic.
Well, hold up. Why'd you get expelled?
Cause I was rapping, believe it or not. Yeah.
They expelled you for rapping? About
yeah.
what?
It's a crazy story. Like, some kid, like, we were supposed to do a song together, and like, so I sent him the beat.
Right.
And with no vocals or nothing, but he did his own version of the song, and I kind of felt like he said something about me, and I showed it to my friends, and they was gassing me up. They was like, "You got this one." So I was like, "Whatever."
So you made a diss record?
Yeah, I made a diss record.
You got expelled for that?
Nah, not necessarily. What happened was, the diss record just started like picking up in my school. Like, got 20,000 views in a week. You know what I mean? So like everybody in my school knew the song, and they was coming to my class like after, cause I got suspended for the diss record, cause, you know, whatever we.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
What did you say in the diss record that was so bad?
It was vulgar. It was dirty.
Alright,
it was
so
bad.
alright.
But yeah, like I got suspended, and when I finally came back to school, like people were still buzzing about the record.
Right.
Like,
it was hot. It was hot in the
like,
schools.
So like they would come to my classrooms, banging down the door, singing the lyrics. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
man.
Telling me to cut class. Fuck this class. Come outside. Like, let's
Come
go.
chill.
Let's go roam the halls and listen to the song. And like they basically expelled me for like rioting, because like every other like period, it would be a new group of kids that I'm roaming the halls blasting my songs with, and they called.
So
it
you
like a
basically were
celebrity in the fucking high
inciting
school.
riots in school.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
That's that's a
bullshit.
crazy reason to get expelled, and I like how it stemmed from rap.
Yeah, for sure.
So, you know, it definitely brings controversy. Rap, I feel like, is a genre that's inherently tied to controversy, right? There's always beef. There's always shit like that. But you seem like a pretty laid-back guy. Do you have beef with anybody?
Nah, I kind of like learn from it. You know what I mean? Because that
What
shit-
happened to that guy? Is you still keep in touch with him?
Nah,
he
he
rapping?
actually live around the corner from me now, but I don't think he rap no more. Nah. But you know what I mean?
So
I
you ended
learned
his
I learned
career.
from it. You know what I mean? I learned from
Ethered
it.
him.
Like it could make your music go really far. But that's like, I don't want that no more. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want people to just know me for beef, because it's stuff that follows that. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm trying to grow out of like the lifestyle that I'm accustomed to. Like, I'm accustomed to the street life. I'm accustomed to like you know what I mean? You say something about me, like I want all the smoke, I want all the problems, and I know a lot of rappers is not trying to take it there. So I'd rather not even play around with nobody like that, and I don't want nobody to play around with me like that.
So you're keeping it strictly to the music, and you're saying if someone has a problem, they should just pull up.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I like that, because a lot of people, man, like, you know, you got a whole lot of internet gangsters out here, man. Like, you know, they'll make a little diss track, and they'll say some, like, really fucked up shit, and it's like the other dude come back with a diss track. Like, you know, if someone crosses a certain line or says a certain thing, at least with you, I feel like you're just, like you said, man, just about to smoke. Like,
yeah, for sure. But really, it's not even so much about being about the smoke. It's just about, like I said, I'm trying to get away from that. Like, I'd rather not have any of those problems. I'd rather be, you know what I mean, be straight with everybody, you know what I mean? But it's like, I know I got a lot of people that's behind me that's not thinking like that. Like I said, even when I was in high school, they was gassing me up. You gotta diss them. Anything that happened after that, we could take it there. And it's like, for me, I don't want to put nobody in those positions. Like, it's just not worth it.
Well, listen, I totally agree with you. When it comes down to the real street shit, you don't want to get involved in that, because you don't want you don't want to get caught up in getting arrested or a record put behind bars, any of that type of shit. So I completely feel you there. But here's where I think it could be, like, I don't want to say problematic, but it might do you somewhat of a disservice, because I feel like I know you solely from music, right? I was put on, my boy showed me one of your songs, and I was like, oh, this is hot. This guy's from Long Island. I didn't even know about him. Yeah. You got the image, you got the style, you got the sound. A lot of these guys get themselves known quicker, even though their music isn't, you know, so much up there because of their, you know, their antics. Mm. So do you think that by not doing that, you're putting yourself in a compromising position at all, or that you're not, like, Like, how do you plan to gain more traction? What I'm saying is, besides the music, do you think there's other things that you got to be doing?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like just being consistent. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a fact.
Just understanding your formula and sticking to it. You know what I mean? Like, with those guys that do the antics and everything, like, I'm sure it works for them. I'm sure that they see the you know what I mean, the benefit or the gain from it, but it don't last long. You know what I mean? Like, it's just gonna be people that's just eventually they gonna get tired of seeing all that bullshit. They gonna want to really have something to fall back on, and the music is what it should ultimately be. And you know, I don't know, like, maybe one day you might see me doing some crazy shit on Instagram, but that's not what I'm trying to use to solely push my music. Like, I'd rather people just like the music.
Does Taz Li do love records?
Oh yeah, for sure. I got a bunch of love records in the cut. It's just about like rolling them out and, you know, getting people to feel them. Cause like right now I feel like my fan base is not really ready for that yet. Like, I got a lot of like younger guys and stuff like that that listen to my music.
Right.
And like I kind of want them to, you know, just be ready for the music when it comes. Like, you know, but I definitely got some of them type of records, you know, where it's just like talking about love. I'm talking about, you know, fucking. I'm talking about all that type of stuff. Yeah.
So how is it like with the bitches? Are you a player type, or you like to stick with one girl at a time? How is it with you?
I don't have no luck with love, so it's like I got to be a player at that point. Like, I don't have no luck. Like, every time if I do fall in love with a girl, like, something bad happen. Like, so I just fuck it up.
What they fuck it up, or you fuck it?
I be fucking it up.
Oh, because you cheat on them.
Nah,
Yeah,
not necessarily, but I be fucking it up. That's all I'm gonna say. I be fucking it up, like, cause like
it's a different level of stress, man.
Yeah, because like with me, like, music is my life. It's always been my life. Like,
they don't understand that maybe sometimes.
It's hard for them to understand that. It's hard for them to understand that I'll be in the studio for 12 hours and I might not I might not touch my phone. I might not look at my phone for 12 hours, and it's like, yeah, like, I'm not ignoring you, but I'm definitely not up your ass, but I'm not ignoring you. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about you, but it's hard for people to understand that you could be on my mind without, you know what I mean, literally.
Yeah, that technological shit, man. Like there's girls nowadays, like, they just want you to be on the phone all day.
Yeah.
Like, and if you in the studio, like you said, for 12 hours, man, you working, you trying to produce that next hit.
Yeah.
So like.
And to any crafting career, they have to be understanding. You know, you're not going to get to the next level if you're only half-assing it. I mean, that kind of work ethic, 12 hours in the studio, that's some serious commitment right there, man.
Yeah.
Do you think you are the hottest or one of the hottest, though? You put yourself up there. Would you say you're top 3 on Long Island right now?
You know, I really don't think about it like that. Like,
you don't want to.
Nah, I don't. I really don't.
You're great at deflecting from that. I put you up. I feel like you should say you're there because you are.
I appreciate that.
Musically, I mean, what they can say about the antics, you know, whatever. But musically, I don't feel like most of these guys are touching you, and I'm saying that honestly. When someone has something trash, I'll tell them. I feel like, you know, you could come out there and say I'm better than, you know, half of these guys.
Yeah, you don't got a name drop. You could just say, like,
it just pisses me off because all these guys talk about being so good and having, like, all this clout, and their music is shit, man. It's fucking terrible. Yeah, and with you, it's good, but you're just such a humble guy. I actually see this a lot with rappers. You know, the ones that are really about the music actually kind of keep like a low key demeanor. You know, they're very calm. But at concerts, you say you turn up.
Yeah, I try to.
I gotta go to one of those, man.
What's like your next venue that you would like to be at? You've done Revolution, correct?
Yeah, for sure.
Have you done the Paramount?
Nah, not yet.
You would open for somebody at the Paramount?
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to do Emporium. You know what I mean? I want to do all the big spots. I want to do a big show at Nassau Coliseum with just all the dope artists from the island. That shit would be dope to me. You know what I mean? Are
you linked up with somebody like on your team? Are there other people, or is it really just you? You're completely independent. Are you signed to any like quasi label or?
Oh, shit.
No, you straight.
Nah, I ain't signed to nobody, nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's stuff in the works, but like I said, like, I'm not focused on that. Like, I'm focused on making the best music. Like, I got managers, I got a bunch of people in my corner that help me every day, but like, I let them focus on that because like that means something to them. It don't mean nothing to me. Like, I could blow up, you know what I mean, in 20 years, and I'll be happy because, like, I just like making music. You know what I mean? I just like.
That's real shit, man. You're definitely a real dude, man. I don't
really. I'm kind of like just quiet because I'm like, I was expecting like just based on your music, like a lot more hype.
Yeah,
like, and you super laid back. Like,
I just woke up too though, but you know what I mean.
He
But
just woke up. It's like
took a nap, a little power nap.
yeah. No, I feel that.
She's about to be in the studio later.
facts.
So grind all day, studio. All right. So just for people that want to know a little bit more, though. So you were born and raised in Long Island.
I was
correct?
born in Albany.
In Albany.
Yes,
That's all the way up there.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So you were born in Albany, and then you came to Long Island at what age?
2 months old.
At 2
So
months
you're
old.
born in Albany, like raised in Long Island.
Yes, for sure.
And,
Okay.
and as an adolescent growing up, did you get into a lot of street shit, or did you sell drugs back in the day, or what was your
Yeah, for sure. Like my life, like I said, like when I got expelled, like that was the craziest shit that happened in my whole family. Like it's not like crazy in the sense of like my mom, she grew up in like Wyandotte, so like crazy.
That's a tough area.
So, yeah, you know what I mean? So it's regular for them to like, you know what I mean, fight and do street stuff and, you know, that type of stuff. But like, she wanted something different for me. So like, she moved me to Lindenhurst and all these different, you know, ritzy, funny, you know, towns and stuff. But like, I never did anything crazy until I got expelled. Like, my mom didn't even expect that from me. Like,
But I don't even feel like you got expelled for like
yeah, nothing crazy.
a real reason. Like,
Yeah, nothing crazy.
How'd
but,
your
like,
mom take that though? Like the whole situation. She wasn't happy.
she's
I had never
pissed
been.
at it.
I had never been in anything like that. So
Yeah.
she was just like spun. She didn't know what to do with me. So she moved me to Mastic, like 30 minutes away from
That's just in the
everything I know.
boonies.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Massac
Right.
is deep.
and
bro.
like when she did that, it kind of like forced me to be like, well, damn, like I could go one way, I could go the other way. Unfortunately, that shit made me so mad because like I already don't have a dad. Like when she moved me out there, like I didn't say, but like she just left me. Like she told me, she was like, you want to get expelled? She just rented me this house and like just left, like up and left. Like I didn't see her for my
So
last
you were like Dolly.
yeah, my last 2 years of high school. Like, I didn't see my mom again until graduation.
Really?
For sure. So
So you were just running around with whoever?
exactly. So it was like
That's crazy.
That kind of like made me like, damn, like I don't even know how to feel. Like I just went out of control and just started getting heavy in the streets, like, cause that's all I really knew was
Right.
like rap music, and like all my friends that I had made in that new school was all in the streets. You know what I mean? So it was like, fuck it.
What exactly was the situation with your dad? Was he just you never knew him? He was just never
Nah,
in your
like
life?
when I was born into his family. Like me and my mom lived with him and
Mhm.
all that shit. But when I was 2 months, my mom just left him. She was just like, she just couldn't do it. Like she just didn't like the effort he was putting up, so she just left him.
So you haven't talked to him since
I don't talk to him now.
at all?
Nah,
There's no
I mean,
reason
I
to.
talked to
I mean,
him
there's-
one time on like my 6th birthday or something like that. And he
Right.
called me just to tell me that he like had another kid, like literally
Oh, that's
born on the same birthday as me.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that shit hurt me. It was like, shit, like, you know what I mean? I was very resistant from my father. Like, I still am, like, just for the simple fact that it's just like, I feel like he could have put in more effort, like, you know what I mean? But it's things that I could have did. Like, he's reached out plenty of times and, you know, try to get me out there. But I was just too young to, like, really want to even
Right.
do that. Like, you live with your mom your whole life. You don't even care about having a dad, like, at a certain point. But
Exactly.
Yeah.
looking back, like, now I'm a young man. It's like, yeah, of course I wish I had a father. You know what I mean? But
You don't really realize the effect it has on you until after
Exactly.
the fact.
exactly.
Do you think of your demographic when you go to make a song, like who's gonna fuck with it? Because on Long Island, a lot of the consumers are just suburban white kids,
Yeah.
you know. So
They soak that shit up, bro.
they do.
Like, that like hood trap shit, bro.
When we went
like,
to
they
the
love it,
Paramount,
bro.
you would be surprised just the amount. They're just like these kids look like they're middle school age, but they're just like they're crazy about these guys. Lil Mosey, Lil Tecca, they were real hype about.
Yeah.
Bud Santana.
shit's
So
nuts.
you know, there's a lot of guys they're real hype on. Like, what do you think about that? Like these suburban kids gravitating to this real trap sound.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think about that. Like after, like not when I'm making the song so much, but definitely when I go to put out songs, I think about like who's actually gonna be listening to these songs, and I try not to put out anything that I feel like it's not gonna, like I said, like I got a bunch of love records in the cut, but it's like my audience right now is really not
They want that
checking
hype
for that.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. They're not really checking for that right now, so it's like it'll be counterproductive for me to go and try to do all the things to put out a love record and then not get the reception that I wanted to get. So yeah, I definitely think about like who's gonna be
I feel like
listening to
love
me.
records right now though are like where it's at in a sense. Like I feel like you could definitely put like if you got like 10 tracks that you want to put on like an EP or something. I feel like you could definitely like tease and put out one, cause like I feel like that love shit is just like that love trap shit is just in. That's like the era right now.
It's like love, sad, trap.
Yeah, as long as you don't got no sad like shit, bro.
That,
Like,
that's what it is,
emo
though.
shit, I don't want to hear that. Like I like your music now as it stands. I'm a fan right now of your music. I could appreciate a love record thrown out there. If it's on some like love sad shit, bro. Like I don't know. Are you gonna be sad in your tracks, or they just like real love type shit? Like,
I ain't sad, man.
Alright,
I'm
cool.
dripping on a bitch. Like for me,
That's what I like to hear.
yeah, that's a fact.
Dripping
So,
on a
yeah,
bitch.
For sure. Like,
Fuck all that shit, man.
yeah,
Man,
for
you're
sure.
an attractive young guy, man. I don't understand why these hoes give you a problem. Even if you're at the studio, it's like,
Yeah.
these women should understand, man. Like they're fucking half the hoes that come up on Long Island ain't ever leaving here. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, nah, they ain't doing nothing, man.
Yeah, this guy's a trip.
he's crazy, bro.
But man, no, it's I do. I like the music.
For sure.
I like the image. The videos are shot real well. That's another real attractive quality about you. You got really well shot music videos. They always look
Thank
on
you.
point. Like the go-karts riding around. That was a real creative scene. How'd you think of that idea?
Man, I don't know. I just.
Did you go
with
go-karting
me-
before? And you're like,
oh, yeah,
this would be a dope video?
I actually never been go-karting before that, except for like.
Did you like it?
I never been go-karting before that, but.
I love go-kart, man.
Yeah, I like it.
I be feeling
That
like,
shit is lit.
I went back a few times after that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But not like for me, like, well, the nigga that shot that video, my brother Hayden, shot by AHM, like that's like my little brother. Like, my first music video was like his 4th or 5th music video. Like,
I see his name a lot
as
on
a
couple of
shooter,
my
so like
albums.
we kind of like came up together. But like every time I do something with him, like I try to make it interactive, something we could do and have fun doing it, because like that's my guy, you know what I mean? And like, you know what I mean? Like I like, spending time with my friends, and like I know like music, it don't stop at music, like, you know what I mean? Like we're gonna shoot a video, we can hang out for a little while, but let's do something, you know what I mean? Let's go actually do something. So I always try to, incorporate some type of like interactive thing with my videos. And,
I fuck with it, man. I fuck with you. You're an authentic dude. We appreciate you coming up here talking about everything you have to
For
talk
sure.
about. We don't get a lot of guys that really keep it, genuine
this is an honest
with us.
dude right here,
Yeah,
man.
you don't want
Taz
to.
Li's, he's right
You don't
by
seem
me,
like
man.
you're about the drama. You seem like you're a real musician in the fact that you're really dedicated to the craft. And I just think these hoes need to get over the fact that you're in the studio. But
that's a fact.
we'll be looking forward to the projects and the music and everything else, man. We wish you the best of luck in your career. So
Yes, sir. Thanks
thanks for
man.
coming up, man. This is Audacity TV. We got Taz Li, baby.
Leak
Sure.
gang.